By the turn of the 22nd century, space exploration was dominated by corporate interests. Once a task for governments, space travel became a competitive market where companies pushed boldly and blindly into the black, intent only on a return on investment. For the first time in human history, Infinity Corps was about to attempt the colonization of a planet outside of Earth's solar system. The construction vessel Mercury was launched to start the automated construction of an underground facility on an alien planet. A small research team was also sent to survey the planet before a colony ship full of settlers left Earth. The research team would awake from stasis automatically shortly after their arrival. Or, at least, that was the plan. Hello Reformers and welcome to Mercury Fallen. Now, I am partnered with Gamer Hustle very recently, and this game is available through the link in the description. And we're going to be starting a new game. This is actually in early access right now, still in active development. And you can see here that, well, I think you'll get a pretty good idea of what is going on as we go through the various map seeds right here. These are the various areas that you can mine out, and we're going to be playing on, I think playing on a small map is pretty good, so let's start. Alright, so congratulations on being an Infinity Corps pioneer. Mercury Fallen is still in active development. Yes, there we go. Alright, so we can just skip all that, thank you very much. There is a very brief tutorial here as well, so open a supply chest. This is the supply chest right here. We're going to be finding supply chests all throughout the time that we are playing. There's the supply chest. We're going to be getting some running shoes apparently. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so otherwise, what you can do is, if I zoom out here, you can play on small, medium, and large maps. So you can imagine how large the map is gonna be. Like, I can literally zoom all the way down here. That's the edge of the map, and there's a lot to do. There is indeed a lot to do, a lot to research, and well, you'll start to see some similarities between some things as we go forward. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we can open some stasis capsules, can't we? So let's actually open a couple of these. And what's gonna pop out? But a couple of people. Oh yes, a couple of people are gonna pop out here, and they are all gonna, I'm just gonna pause here real quick. They are all going to have various attributes, a couple of quirks, and you can tell them all kinds of various things that you want them to do. So for example, if you want them to focus on a particular job, then you can give them priorities. And so let's see here, what is Julie good at? She doesn't have any quirks at the moment, so she's good at athletics, not really good with smarts. Increases speed, carry capacity, so it seems like she's a pretty good hauler and miner perhaps, so we're gonna make her a little bit better at those things. There we go, and she will level up in these skills and attributes as she performs actions. And there are of course many different kinds of jobs to participate in, so we'll see what this person is good at. Oh, smarts. Okay, so smarts. We currently do not have a research bench or anything like that, so it might take a little bit of time for someone to become good at other things. So I'm actually gonna make Zandra into a builder. She will build things a little bit quicker than most people. We also have drones here, by the way. You can get drones, you can construct drones, you can also have clones. And you can create clones of your own people, and then you can get additional members of your workforce, basically. Okay, so we're just going to allow the drone to do whatever it wants. There is also a charging station over there for our robots. And then our last guy is Boris Wild, Mr. Wild, okay. And he has the Calm perk, which reduces, well, shall we say, which increases his stress maximum limit, because stress is obviously going to be a big thing. Anyway, I think we probably want to make him into a botanist, perhaps. He will probably be a decent enough farmer for us. Obviously, that is not actually a thing right now. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to just mine out an area here. This reminds me of games like Dungeon Keeper. I very much love Dungeon Keeper, and it's nice to see that this kind of mechanic has made a cool return here. And let's have a look if I can just make a couple of little indents along the side. Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. All right. Nice. Okay, so let's actually speed everything up and let them go to work and do their mining. Now, there is a biorefiner. This is one of your first structures that you're going to be getting access to, because it's just plopped right there, of course. And, well, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can actually craft structure resin, bioplastic, and cloth. Now, structure resin is required for basically every single piece of building and structures initially. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tell whoever our engineer is to craft until 50. We'll craft until 50, I guess. And we're also going to add a couple of other things as well, so that when we do have hemp, for example, because we're going to be growing some hemp, we will be able to utilize that as soon as possible. So let's get another 50 of those as well. And let's get cloth. And hemp is pretty important, as you can see, because 2 of those things are made with hemp. So we're going to apply that. There we go. And that is now going to be done by our engineer. So let's actually take a quick look again. I think Zandra is probably going to be our engineer, because she's also our builder. So let's make her our engineer. Let's make her 2 priority on that. Lower the number, the higher the priority when you're assigning jobs and everything, so they can continue doing their stuff. And as you can see, people are all leveling up. So Boris is now level 2 miner. Everyone actually is a level 2 miner, so it's pretty good. And unfortunately, due to mining, they are going to receive ailments. They're going to receive strain on their bodies, and as a result, you are going to need to get some research going. And we're going to do that very soon. So I'm actually just going to remove some of this stuff just to clear it all out, and we will be able to build additional walls if we want to. And we also obviously want to get that research bench up and running as soon as possible. So if I take a look at the research here, you can see that ore processing is the first thing. That will unlock an ore refinery and the ability to get iron ingots, copper ingots, and so on and so forth. And then you can branch off to all of this stuff. It is pretty extensive. Not as extensive as it could be, of course, because it's early access, you know, still in development, but it has a large selection of things. You can see here the robotics goes all the way up to level 6. And then, of course, you do have cloning and geothermal power as well up there. So that's going to be pretty fun. Otherwise, we need to build a crop field. So I'm going to be doing that once this area is mined out. There are also minerals in the ground here, as well as in the walls, of course. And you need deep drilling to be able to get these. And deep drilling is going to require a driller robot, which we will be able to get later down the line. So let's open this tech chest over here. A little bit of micromanagement that you have to do yourself, because your colonists are not going to be able to open that up too easily. Yeah, you know what I probably should do? I should probably get that open over there, shouldn't I? That's probably going to make quite a bit of sense. Anyway, yeah, anyway, so let's see if I can build a couple of things. So yeah, these are the various, shall we say, categories that you can go into. You can go into structure, where you can build walls, bedroom, floor. I'm probably going to try and get a bed as soon as possible. Coal generator is right there. And there's the crop field. There's the research station. So I'm going to actually put the research station around... Actually, wait a minute. It needs something, doesn't it? It needs science lab floor. Alright, so science lab floor. I guess I'll make the science lab around here. Like so. And... this is just rough, of course. I've played this game for a lot longer, and I do have a much more advanced save, which I might actually want to show you a little bit later on in the video. So let's have a look. I'm just going to put this, you know what, I'm going to put it around here, I think, and then we're going to build a bit of a wall around the back. There we go, because I want to make a room, you know, I want to make a room. I don't want to just have open walls all over the place. I mean, even though I'm kind of a bit lazy when it comes to that. And talking of lazy, all our guys are sleeping. Yes, they're all sleeping. Okay, so bedroom floor, let's get that as well. Let's make a pretty big bedroom. There we go. And we probably want to get a wall around here. Actually, you know what? That's probably not the best place to put that. So I'm just going to deconstruct that real quick. And I think the best place to put that would probably be around here. And so, there we go. And do I have beds available right now? Yes, I do. Okay, so we're going to be building some beds pretty quickly, because our guys will need to rest. There we go. Let's get 4 beds. We currently don't have 4 colonists right now, but we will discover capsules, stasis capsules, all over the planet's surface. And speaking of the planet's surface, there is the ability to send scouts and things like that up to the surface of the planet, because right now, of course, we are underneath, we are underground, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to actually see that in process. So let's see if I can... actually, you know what? I need to get this built. This is our power conduit. We're going to need to get that over there. And is there anything else that I need to power? Not really, but I guess I'll just, you know, build a little bit further up. And let's build a door. We can't actually do that just yet. Need to get the wall going. I guess I'll build one there, and then we'll just go like this. And there we go. Alright, so something like that, and then we will... This is just a rough idea, of course. And then there's the door. And of course, we're going to be doing the same with the bedroom. But I'm actually going to put the wall around... I can't really do that. How am I going to do this? I think I may have made a slight error with my building, but I guess we'll just do something like this, and then we'll deconstruct one area of the wall, and then just put a door there, I guess. We'll put 2 doors. There we go. So many doors! So many doors. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so this research station is now done, or at least it should be, but it is currently not connected because they still need to get those power conduits laid down. And once they are laid down, then we're going to be having a pretty decent time of things, because then we'll be able to get our ore processing started. So there we go. We're actually starting to do that, or at least we will be once our researcher, engineer, person, you know, scientist gets over there. We're also getting some potatoes. We're getting some potatoes from some of these organics chests. There's some hemp as well. Alright, so we're probably going to need to clear out a little bit more stuff here. And I'm going to need to use the deconstruct tool to deconstruct most of this wall here. And the only unfortunate thing that I have found so far is that the kitchen floor cannot, well, any floor that you find, basically anywhere, it cannot be deconstructed with the deconstruct tool. So you're going to need to do that individually like I'm doing right now, which is a bit tedious, but that's, you know, it's all going to be refined as time goes on in the development, and it's not really a big deal anyway, because you can kind of avoid these places, but I'm kind of a stickler, so I'm just going to get rid of all this stuff because I want to put my crop field around here, I think. This seems like a pretty decent place to put it, after all. So let me just make a little bit more space. Where are my crop fields? There they are. Alright, so we can put them around here. There we go. Let's just put a couple. Ah, no, I did it. Ah, yes, okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, so we're gonna get like eight crop fields. We'll have probably 3 potatoes, 5 hemp. I think that's probably a decent idea. And our guys are sleeping once again because we don't have enough to be able to. We don't have enough cloth. We don't have enough cloth right now, so we're probably going to need to. Yeah, we need to get those crop fields up and running so hemp can actually start growing. And that's certainly a thing that we need. So where's our botanist? It seems like he's not doing anything just yet. He's sleeping right now. Alright, so it looks like our colonists have finally laid down their power lines, and so the research station is now working, and we can see that hopefully our scientists will get over there as soon as possible. Actually, you know what? I did not assign a scientist. That is no good. That is no good whatsoever. So what we're going to have to do is, I guess we'll assign Zandra to that, I guess. She's the engineer as well, though, so I don't really want that. So I guess Boris will have to be the one to do it. So we'll just assign him equally to botanist and scientist so that we at least have someone that can go over there and begin the research. Hopefully we will start to find some additional colonists as we go. Unfortunately, the beds have also not been built just yet because cloth apparently is not being made. Because of course we haven't done this. No, we don't have the crop fields up and running just yet. But we do have quite a lot of resin, as you can see right here. We actually have 38 structure resin right now. So generally, we should be able to do this. So hopefully, once Boris is he's researching. Well, I guess it's okay. I mean, once that ore processing research is done, then we can get him to go over there and do that. I think it would probably be a better idea to do it the other way around, but oh, you know, that's Boris for you. I guess we'll just let him do his own thing for the moment. And we are going to need a couple of storage chests as well, which is the reason why I have deconstructed the stasis capsules, as I don't believe you need them, and they do deteriorate your colonists' enjoyment of the surrounding area, as far as I'm aware. They do reduce your decor, so to speak. So yeah, let's put a couple of boxes down here, because we're going to need a bunch of storage. We certainly are. And yeah, hopefully he is going to be done with that ore processing relatively soon. It seems like he's running back and forth, so I should probably change that after he is done with the research. And it's going to be very soon, and then we'll be able to put down one of those ore refineries, and that's going to be even better for us. Okay, yeah, he's actually done with that. Okay, fantastic. So I'm actually going to make him be a little bit more prioritizing of the botany, and there you go, he's actually starting to do that now, which is pretty cool. And we actually have dirt floor here. That will not do, will it? We need refinery floor. No, not utility floor, thank you very much. Refinery floor. Let's put another couple down there. We also need utility floor down here, just to make sure that this is all working correctly. There we go, and we're just starting to mine around here, which is pretty good. And yeah, thankfully we have something over here already, so we can start building. Where's Boris? Where's Boris gone? Where's he? Why is he mining? Why are you mining? I have no idea why he's mining. I have not put him on a high mining skill. You know what? Let's just put him on 8 miner. There's no way. Let's put him on 1 botany. 1 botany. So you better get over there, and you better start doing. Oh. Actually, there's a reason why he hasn't built another one, because we don't have any structure resin. My bad, Boris. I apologize. Yes, that's bound to happen more as we go forward in the game. And yeah, so we're just going to continue to mine out things here. And well, our research is pretty extensive. So if we actually take a look at that, you can see that utilities will eventually be a thing where we can actually start getting a water pump and a water conduit, as well as a robot recycler and another charge pad. Of course, you can build those, and then you have a bunch of utility equipment that you can add to your various structures to make them more efficient. You have geothermal power, so there are thermal vents somewhere in the level, and you will be able to utilize those. Then we have cloning. I've never actually done cloning, unfortunately, because the resources required to actually build the cloning chamber are very, very harsh indeed, so it's going to take a bit of time to get that. But then otherwise you do have your decor here, where you can actually increase people's happiness and so on and so forth. And then of course you do have surface analysis. The surface of this world needs to be explored. This research project will allow us to construct our first remote vehicle to survey the surface. Now, the cool thing about that is that this elevator right here, items dropped off from surface vehicles will appear next to the elevator. So in general, we will be able to retrieve some very cool stuff eventually from the surface once our surface vehicle has been researched. And you are going to need a map table as well to be able to have that working, and a map room as well. So I think now that we've kind of grasped, or I hope that you've kind of grasped, the beginning stages of Mercury Fallen, I think it's time that we take a look at a more advanced stage of development. Alright, so welcome to my little area here. This is on a medium-sized map, so it is going to be much larger than the small one. It is, I believe, 100 by 100 rather than 80 by 80. And well, you can see here that there are many different things that we can do. There is water on the map as well. There's obviously science lab floor that I have not removed or anything like that. And then we have things. Well, there's a tech chest. And then we have my bedroom right there. We have a bunch of chests. Yeah, chests fill up extremely quickly, so that's obviously a bit of an issue. We do have a robot assembler that is used for constructing robots, and if I had this up and running right now, I would be able to build so many robots, but unfortunately I need steel ingots, and steel ingots are kind of difficult to come by for me at the moment. I don't have the sand. And what is this? Mineral particles, including no, wait a minute. What do I need? I need this. No, there we go. I need iron ingots and I need anthracite. And I have both of these, but it seems like it's taking a bit of time. So you know what? I'm actually going to cancel all of these things, and we're just going to have whoever is the engineer. I think it's... let's have a look here, actually. Most of my people are really high level when it comes to whatever they're doing. We have a much younger team as well, because the previous colony that we just started, they have, well, basically the average age is about 36, whereas the average age around here is about 25, so that's it's kind of cool. Otherwise, we do have, let's see, who is our engineer for the moment? Amani Smith. Amani Smith is our engineer, so I guess we're actually going to put her on priority 1, because she's currently on doctor priority 1, so I'm going to put her on 2 on that, so that she actually knows exactly what she needs to do. And so hopefully she will be going over to the engineering. And there's a med bed, by the way, as well, so people, if they do get injured while mining, will be able to, you know, lie there and get their medical treatment done. And yeah, in my opinion, it's a very enjoyable game. Now, here's the thing. This is the one thing that I would say probably needs to be implemented as soon as you can. You know, as soon as the developer has the time. I feel like enemies are going to be a thing. I personally feel like that is needed. That is the only thing that I would say is a drawback about the game, because everything else, fluid, polished, you know, it's looking good, it runs well, it's just in general very enjoyable to play. It's actually kind of relaxing. But obviously, if there are no enemies, then there is no threat to your base. And, well, there aren't any, I mean, technically there aren't any weapons in the game, so obviously they need to be implemented as well. So it's a very big undertaking, and it's a small developer. It's a small developer, so you're obviously, you know, going to have to understand that. But what I would say is, it's worth a look, 100% worth a look. It is an extremely enjoyable experience, and once enemies are put in, it's going to be even better. So yeah, I would wholeheartedly recommend checking out Mercury Fallen through the link in the description. As you can see, I've basically just marked every single place on the map for Simon, who is my miner, to go and mine. And yeah, you can also see that I've basically got every single piece of research done as well. So yeah, through the link in the description, check it out. And maybe consider supporting the developer. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.